Hello everyone. Welcome back to machine learning session. In today's session, we are going to revise what we have learned in the previous section as well as today's class is completely based on hands-on activity where we are going to understand the workflow of machine learning, how you are going to make familiar with all the steps, how you are going to create your own model. And that too, we are going to try because as you are starting, so we are going to try to completely create a model without using any coding or programming. So let's quickly dive into today's session, today's machine learning workflow. Before we move ahead, let's quickly revise what we have learned in the previous class. In the previous class, we have understood the basics and fundamentals of machine learning where you have done how machine learning is going to impact and what are the real world examples of machine learning. How many types of machine learning and examples of each type of machine learning model. Whether that is linear regression, regression or classification, different types of decision trees, and different types of classification. Let's now quickly understand what we are going to learn and we are going to try in today's session. In today's session, we are going to understand different steps which are involved in creating a model or a machine learning model, which is based on images, which is based on audio, as well as POS projects. So let's quickly understand that with the help of few examples. I'm going to take you into the world of machine learning. Here, step number one is define the problem. First of all, you needed to understand what exactly is the model which you are creating. The output should be clear. Understand it's an interview question which has been asked from interviewer side how you are going to understand the basics of machine learning. And the first step is if a human cannot think about any patterns or predictions, machine also cannot. Sometimes it is being asked, can a machine predict anything which humans cannot? And the answer is no. If you cannot predict, machine can also not predict. If you have provided a data with no prediction out of it or there is no pattern being followed in that data, then definitely no model or prediction can be created. In simple words, अगर ह्यूमंस कोई प्रेडिक्शन डेटा के अंदर से नहीं निकाल सकते हैं सिमिलरली मशीन भी उस प्रेडिक्शन को नहीं कर सकती जो ह्यूमन प्रेडिक्शन कर सकते हैं वही मशीन भी उसी डेटा के बेस पर प्रेडिक्शंस बना सकती है सो यहाँ पे हम जानते हैं व्हाट डू यू वांट मशीन टू लर्न. So if the output is clear, if you know that out of this data, you wanted to make this kind of prediction, then you can create it. For example, is it a cat or a dog? Humans can identify that. And similarly, you can train your machine onto it. Similarly, once you have created that, once you have understood that this data is going to help you in that particular perspective, and this is the output which you will be getting, then the next step is collecting the data. Gather the information the computer will learn from. It means finding the inferences from the data. You are going to load the data or create any data set of your own to run the predictions. For example, a lots of cats and dog images, different kinds of breeds you can take. Then the third point is going to come, which is step number 3. Then you are going to prepare your data. You are going to create, clean, and transform the data. If there are any blurry images, you are going to delete those images because that is going to act as a bug. Bug means any mistake. Okay. Once you have done that, or if there is any null value, suppose you have put an Excel sheet in which sales data is there. Make sure that there is no empty value or null value in it. Then your data is prepared. If you have followed all the steps, step number 3 is done, then your data is ready. Next part is you are going to choose a model. Pick the right method of learning, whether it is going to be solved with the help of regression or it is going to solve with the help of any decision trees or any classification or the combination of both reinforced learning. So pick a motion which is going to predict and give you accurate result. The model is going to define the accuracy. If you have picked an accurate model for your prediction, then it is going to enhance the accuracy of your model. Once you have done that part, the next part is going to be train the model. Once you have selected the model or choose a defined model on which you would like to train your model, then you are going to run the training segment. For training, you needed to split the data into two parts. One is going to be your training segment and the second is going to be your testing segment. For the training, you are going to take a lot of amount. That is what you are going to define. If you wanted to take 60 and 40, or you wanted to take 80 and 20, 80% for the training and 20% you wanted to keep for the testing, or you wanted to take 60% for the training and 40% for the testing. That completely your choice based on the model and selection or output you want. Once you are done with that, the next part is going to be you are going to test the model. The testing is completely depend on what you have made or trained your model upon. And then you are going to share picture by picture, which is going to test and give you the result. We are going to follow all these steps. And today we are going to create our own model. Let's quickly understand and get started with it. How you are going to train your model, how you are going to get started with it. The last step is improve and use. Make it better and use it in your real life. So today, let's get started. And for that, the part or the platform which we will be using, that is going to be Teachable Machine. Let's understand machine learning fundamentals using Teachable Machine, in which you are not going to use any coding methodology or any programming segment because you are starting and you are very new to it. So we have come across with this kind of project so that you can understand the fundamentals of machine learning by applying and creating data by yourself. So for that, what you are going to do, you are going to quickly open your Chrome or any browser, whichever you are comfortable with. And there you are going to type www.teachablemachine.google.com. Let's quickly get started with it. So everyone, here is a platform which is called teachablemachine.withgoogle.com. On this platform today, we are going to learn and understand how the workflow of machine learning is going to work. Let me quickly give you an overview of this platform. When you are going to put this URL in your address bar and click enter, you are going to land onto this particular portal. This portal is completely free. You can do it whenever you feel like, for whatever you feel like. To get started with it, you have to click on this Get Started option. Before you get started with it, there are certain options which you are going to get at the extreme left-hand side over here. Now you can see that if you wanted to get started with a new project, you can click onto it. Or if you wanted to gather some samples, you can see these are all steps which you are going to follow to create your model. First of all, you are going to gather some samples. Second, you are going to train your model. And the third one is you are going to export your model. So these are all ways which you are going to get started with it. All right. So let's quickly get started and we are going to create our first model. As promised, we are not going to use any programming and coding in today's session. So you are going to click on Get Started. The moment you are going to click on Get Started, it is going to ask you to provide three kinds of projects. On this platform, you can create three kinds of machine learning projects. First is image project. Second is audio project. And the third is pause project. On image project, you are going to create image recognition. Suppose if you can see me, right, or a mobile phone, right? So anything which works well or you wanted to create, depending upon what is your problem statement, you can create the model. So let's quickly explore the first platform, which is image product. In image project, when you are going to click onto it, it is going to ask you what kind of best or standard image models you would like to take, because with that we can export this model onto TensorFlow or TensorFlow Lite or TensorFlow.js, which is JavaScript. So let's click onto it. The moment you are going to click on this particular platform, it is going to give you an overview of this particular segment, which is like this platform tells you that you are going to create your model classes, you are going to upload the data sets accordingly, then you are going to train, and you can see the testing part of it. So to get started or creating your data set, you can choose two options. Either you can upload or you can use a webcam. Means you can use your front camera to collect the picture. I'm going to show you how you are going to upload it. Today we are going to differentiation between two kinds of flowers. One is rose and daisy. So let's collect the pictures. And I can see there are some pictures. I'm going to save these pictures. Make sure that these pictures are JPEG file or PNG. Try collect different images every time so that you will have variety of images. And approximately 10 to 12 images you needed to upload. Let me tell you why. Because more number of data is going to bring more accuracy to your project and model. I'm going to take a bunch also. It's JPEG. This as well. And I'm going to do this also. It has all kinds of. This is PNG basically. And I guess I have a lot. Right. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to upload. So this class name is going to be roses. And now I'm going to upload all the pictures. I'm going to click onto it and I'm going to upload all these pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's okay. I'm going to take 7 for this. This is going to be Daisy. Daisy. Now I'm going to put Daisy flower images. Daisy flower images, and I'm going to take this is WAV web file. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to take something like this, which is either PNG or JPEG. I'm going to scroll a little down and I'm going to see if I can get some more pictures of it. This is also good. Downloads. Take some more. This is also going to be one of the pictures in downloads. I'm going to keep it. And now let me take this image. This is also JPEG. Similarly, you can collect multiple pictures like this. All kinds of Daisy. Taken. And take this. Save image as. Downloads. Done. Let me take this red also, because if I'm going to upload this picture, among all the red roses, computer might get a little confused. So let me train it on n number of data. And I guess I have taken multiple. Now I'm going to upload. And I'm going to choose all the DAISY pictures. All these are all DAISY pictures. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 DAISY pictures I have taken. Cool. Now, once you have collected all the pictures, the next step is going to be you are going to train the model. Make sure that you are not going to take any blur pictures. All pictures which you will be taking, that is completely based on clarity. So the clear pictures you are going to upload, it means better data you are uploading in on which your machine is going to train itself. Then you are going to train, and you can see at the bottom how it is going to be trained. What is the batch size, learning rate. So each and everything. Allow this time. Now you can see. I'm going to flip the camera. So over with this button, you can flip the camera. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah. So over here, what you can see, I am going to put the picture onto it and I'm going to show how it works. So I'm going to show a picture, rose flower. And now I'm going to show this to the computer. And let me see how it reacts to it. Now you can see the bar at the bottom. It shows rose. Now let me change it to daisy. How daisy is going to look like. So that is what I'm going to get over here, images. And this is picture of daisy. Now you can see 100% result at the bottom. And similarly, instead of that, you can use the file also. This is the file where you can upload any picture. So let me just quickly upload a picture. And then you can see the result. It's a daisy, right? So this is how the testing is going to be done. Similarly, when you wanted to export the model and you wanted to see how it works, and for that, if you wanted to add another class to it, you can add another class on which you can mention trees, plants, suppose money plant. Plant. So you can create using webcam or you can upload the pictures. So all these ways are there with you. Or you can put as human. Let me do that by using webcam. And now over here, I'm going to just put my face in. All pictures I have uploaded. And now I'm going to again train it. Make sure while you are collecting the picture, you are taking this into consideration. Now you can see it's human. And similarly, if I'm going to show it a daisy, it is going to change to daisy, right? And if I'm going to change it to rose flower, it is going to shift to the rose flower. So this is how the significance of this particular platform. You can create the model, you can export it. Now exporting is going to be very, very simple. Let me just quickly do that. I'm going to export the model. You can export the model in TensorFlow.js, TensorFlow Lite, and TensorFlow. TensorFlow is one of the libraries of machine learning, which we are going to learn and understand later in the classes one by one. Right now, we are understanding the basics of how machine learning works, how this fundamental came into picture, why it is important for a machine, for us to create a machine which is decision making enabled. All right. So you can see p5.js also, if you wanted to take that code. So the entire code is over here as well as in JavaScript, right? So once you are done, you can download, you can upload the model so that you can publish it. and you can copy that and you can try that. You can extract the API also. APIs are usually when you are creating any application or website, you can use that over there. Similarly, such projects like you can create projects related to identifying different countries' flag. So there are so many things which you can do. There are students who have created like differentiate between human and machine, differentiate between car and truck, plane and ship. So try those. This is your time to explore this platform and understand basics of machine learning. So as you can see, I am going to copy that and I'm going to open a new page and I'm going to just paste it. The moment I'm going to paste it, it is going to show this to me. I'm going to use a file over here. And now you can see this is Teachable Machine model, the model which I have created on Teachable Machine, all the models, whatever you wanted to download, you can create, you can download all the models from here. So you can see this link, learn how to use Teachable Machine models. So this platform, you can learn, you can try, and as well as, let me just quickly show you what else this platform provides you. So when you are going to go over here, you can watch these, how you are going to gather the information or gather the data. Watch this video. It will tell you more about how it works, how you are going to train, how you are going to gather the sample data. So I have shown, I have given you an overview of this platform to tell you how machine learning works, what exactly is the workflow, and how you are going to create an image project. Similarly, you can create audio project and pause project. If you want me to create audio project and pause project for you, definitely we will do that. Stay tuned with me. We'll definitely meet in the next section with all of you. Meanwhile, I'll just open it and I'll show you how these two are going to work. So when you are going to open audio project for you, first is already, the class is already being made, which is background sound. Everywhere, wherever you are going, background sound is there. To minimize background sound, what you are going to do, you are going to just pick your mic and it is going to ask you whether you would like to allow it or not. So once you will be allowing it, it is going to record the background noise for 20 seconds. Once you are done with that, then you can get started with hi. So let me just give you an example of that. We have extracted the sample. It is mandatory that you needed to keep it recorded for 20 seconds. In between, if I would have spoken something, then it would also be counted as background noise. Now, class 2, I'm going to create as hello. So you must have seen when you are going to say, whenever I'm going to say to my mobile, hey Siri, it is going to respond accordingly, right? So it also has the same phenomena. Whenever I'm going to say hello, it is going to respond to it. Okay. So I'm going to say it. Hello. Hello. So now you can hear it. Hello. 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 So 8 samples are done. Now I'm going to train the model. So in all types of intonation, I have mentioned hello. Now let's see how it is going to respond to it. Now it is being training. I'm going to say, okay. Hello. 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 Now, can you see that it is responding whenever I'm saying? Otherwise, there is background noise. So this is how it is going to react. Same thing you are going to do if you wanted to export the model. Export, click on export, and you are ready to go. So I hope audio project is clear among all of you. With that, let me quickly move to the last project which we have. So I'm going to go back to Teachable Machine, and I'm going to show you the last one, which is pause project. Pause project is basically when you are like waving and you are using your body gestures, right? Like say this is for no, nodding, right? Or showing just eyes like this. So these are all poses. You can try that. It's as simple as like you are using image project. So I'm going to keep it for you to try it out and create your own sample. Do share your feedback with us. How are you liking these classes? As well as please do start your own learning. Start creating your models because we are definitely and desperately waiting for your models. So keep learning and stay tuned. I would like to share a kind of quick recap what we have learned today. Today we started with the recap of the previous session in which we have learned fundamentals of ML. In today's session, it was completely dedicated to the fundamentals and basics of how we are going to train a machine. What are the steps of machine learning and how you are going to train a machine? Understanding those steps, we have put in on hands-on practice on Teachable Machine, which is a zero code based or no programming platform. There we have understood how you are going to gather the data. Then you are going to split the data into training and testing, and how you are going to deploy and see in the percentage how much your testing is happening, the accuracy percentage of your model. With that, I'm Asa Sharma signing off from today's session. Thank you, everyone. Stay tuned and keep learning.